Here we go. There's that. Take a listen. I got a cold, so I'm drinking on the job. I got a nice little bourbon here. Hopefully, it breaks all this shit up.
Yeah, that's what'll fix it.
You don't think so?
No.
Matty.
You need to be recording all this. Hit the damn, just start this. Hit the record button.
I did. The record button's going.
Well,
I gotta play the intro first. Woo! I'm already feeling better, Jeff.
You're coaching kid baseball tonight.
Just practice. Practice. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom! Welcome to Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by Boss Shot Shells. I'm Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver.
That's right.
Now you're fucking like old Buttermaker from the Bad News Bears.
Why? Getting fucking all sauced up?
Getting hammered before you fucking go coach baseball. With us today, the world famous.
The big world famous.
Yes.
I saw your people. I thought we had cool people, but went to the Bassmaster Classic, and I saw your fans. Let me tell you, you got a lot of them, and they support you.
I got some cool fans. I don't know about a lot of them, but listen, anybody's gonna roll with me is cool shit.
Listen, we peddled your T-shirts for a full weekend, and it was constant.
I appreciate the hell out of that, boys, too.
With us today is Matty Robertson. Matty, let me tell you something. I met the strangest person in the world. I met a couple came up in your booth, and they were talking to me, and the lady tells me, she goes, "Oh, we want our daughter to date Matty."
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know anybody would want their daughter to date
I think I know who you're talking about. I'm not even joking. I think I know who you're talking about. She said,
we sent her picture in to him to date. I go, "Oh, how old is she?" She shows me a picture of her daughter. I go, "How old is she?" I'm thinking daughter's like a nurse, a hygienist or something. Oh, she's a senior in high school. I go, who the fuck wants their 17-year-old daughter to date you?
Let me tell you something, buddy. I know it's got to be the same people. They come up to me, they was like, I can't remember where they said they lived. It's somewhere out here in the Carolinas or somewhere.
I think I've got it on my phone still, because she sent me a picture to send you of her daughter.
Make sure this gets to Matty.
Buddy, I mean, she was like, "Listen, you need to come out and fish with us, and our daughter wants to meet you. Here's a picture of her. She's real pretty, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, all right. She's like, "Yeah, she's 18. I'm like, you don't want me.
You don't want me.
You do not want me dating your daughter. Okay? You don't want that happen.
I told Michelle, I go, who sets her 17-year-old daughter up with a 30-year-old man?
I'm trying. Are you 30? How old are you?
36.
36.
Yeah. No, you don't do that.
She did tell me she was 18. I will say that.
Yes.
She's like, "Oh, we tried to get her to go to the with him." She works at McDonald's. Same girl.
I can't.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Dirk,
I'm telling you. If my daughter was 35, I wouldn't set her up with me.
Well, it's funny. I've been around a lot of waterfowl groupies, especially the last couple of years. We get a lot of groupies and stuff. I've never had anybody trying to set their 17-year-old daughter up with one of my guides.
Right.
So you are at a plateau of stardom now.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been trying. People's tried to set me up with quite a few ladies here lately. It's kind of whatever. It's kind of nice, actually.
Have they been good looking, or are you kind of like
No, dude, actually, surprisingly, there's a couple of them some rockets. I'm talking about some fine-ass fucking ladies.
Really?
The 18-year-old girl was good looking.
I can't remember. Dirk had the best line, and I cannot remember exactly what he said. Basically, Matty turned her out and leave them on their doorstep.
Yeah.
Heartbroken and dirty.
Yeah.
Heartbroken for damn sure.
But they did. They told me, they said, "We send her pictures into him. Can you just please set us up with him?" I said, I don't know what to say to you. I said,
I don't know what to say either.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, he'll be over at the Marriott tonight at dinner. You can come over and introduce her to him then.
Did you ever think, you catch fish for a living. Did you ever think that it would get to this level?
Absolutely not. No, it's crazy. No, dude, I'm serious. Like, I would have never in my life would have dreamed that somebody be trying to set me up with somebody, especially their daughter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I did. I was like, this has got to be. I really figured this girl was like in her mid-20s. And I think Matty be a good son-in-law. And when she's 18,
that daughter.
Yeah, 18-year-old senior in high school. What about the chick that you took to the that won the event that got to go with you? What's her name?
Macy Watkins. And yeah, man, is she a sweetheart?
She's a smoke show.
She is. She's a good-looking lady. I'm telling you what, she's a good-looking lady, and she's as nice and a good a person as she is pretty, dude. Like we had a good time. I ain't gonna lie to you, we ended up at the damn Waffle House 3 o'clock in the morning that morning. But and even almost got to see a fight. About got to see a waitress kick the shit out of one of the girls in there. Got rude with a customer. I was like, God dang, man. And let me tell you something. I never heard about the fights in the Waffle House till about a while back. I told Seth, Chris, and Cora, I said, let's go to Waffle House, get some breakfast. He's like, oh, no. You know, I'm like, why not? And they're talking about the fights and stuff. I said, dude, I've been going to Waffle House all my life. I've never even heard of this. And damned if we don't go. And we get there and freaking Corey about gets in a fight with the damn waiter right whenever we get there because the dude's being a smart ass. And I'm like, and then I go to the Waffle House the other day, second time since. And damned if I don't see a fight then. I'm like, hell, we're fucking UFC at the Waffle House.
It's all about survival. One of my good friends, he works corporate McDonald's, but to get there, you got to work in the restaurants. And he said working at night, it's a different animal. During the day, you know, it's all these pleasantries and nice to see you. He said the night shift, all about seeing the day break. And I'm assuming it's the same way at Waffle House.
Dude, it's got to be. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. I don't know how I went there so many times and didn't see a fight.
So we need to get Macy on here. Someone messaged me and they said, y'all need to get Macy on here to tell her side of this date. So you recently became a single man, correct? Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I got a divorce last year, 100%.
So you're available for any woman that's
why everybody's trying to set them
up. Yeah, well, any woman, period.
Yeah. Well, you do add.
If you think you got it, if the ladies think they got a shot, take a shot.
Well,
we'll see.
Because you advertise that at the fish weigh-in, you would say any of you fellas out there got, you know, you basically would have taken someone's girlfriend off their hands if she was hot enough.
Hey, buddy, if you ain't got the game to keep her, it's not my fault.
So people think Macy needs to be on here to tell her side of this date. So you advertised you were having tryouts for a date with you, correct?
Yeah. Well, you know, I talked to a girl for a little bit, and she ended up being batshit crazy. I'm talking about batshit, buddy. You don't even have no idea.
What she do? Light your stuff on fire or what? Like that kind of crazy?
Got him. You want to know the truth?
Yes.
I'll tell you the damn truth. Me, Seth, and my buddy Billy was going to go fish tournament, or I was going to go, me and Billy's go fish tournament. Seth was passing through, and Pat Renwick from the Stray Cast Show was coming down to meet Seth, and he wasn't supposed to get there till midnight. And I'm laying there in bed, and I left the door unlocked. This girl scared the hell out of me. All right. She scared me so bad, I thought she might do something crazy, so I was sleeping with my pistol in my pillow. And I swear to God. And Pat's supposed to get there at midnight. We went to bed about 9:30 or 10. And dude, I swear to God, I don't know if she said something or what happened, but I woke up and she's standing over me.
No.
She lives an hour and a half from me. She's standing over me.
Oh my God.
Fucking, I'm like, wake up. I'm like, I fucking yell for somebody. No, Seth heard me, but he thought I was having a fucking nightmare. I was like, what the fuck? And like, I fucking raised up, like curled up the wall, almost fucking stuck my hand under the pillow on my pistol. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? And she's like, who's here, Matt? And I'm like, fucking Billy. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, for real. And she's like, who all's here? And I fucking, Billy and Seth. And it's like, dude, I thought she was going to kill me. She was standing over me, asking me who's there. And she kind of walks back by the door. My dresser's right in front of my door, like, so I can see half her body. And, dude, I'm telling you, she's freaking, dude, she ain't supposed to be there. Like, I'm talking about broke up, gone. Like, I told her, don't ever call. Like, fuck off.
Lose my number.
Yeah, like, and dude shows up like that, looking over me, and for sure thought I was going to die. Like, one was, like, I was fixing to cap her. And I'm telling you, I text my buddy, and I'm like, I'm like, hey, she's here, and he didn't answer, so I fucking called him and hung up real quick so I'd wake him up.
Yeah.
And he calls me, so I answer it because he called. I was like, hey. He's like, is she real? I said, yeah, she's right in front of me, dude. Like, I'm not joking. And he's like, you want her gone? I said, yeah. So we got to get her out of here, like, fucking, like. So I get off the fucking phone, and she turns, dude. She flipped the fucking light off on me.
Uh-oh.
I'm telling you.
Now you can't see her.
I thought she was coming after me, 100%. Like, I don't want to talk too much crap on her, but about, like, the gun got pulled out.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I for 100% no doubt that, like, thought she was going to kill me. Now, I flipped the light on with the gun. I said, what the fuck are you doing? Are you trying to fucking die? Like, damn, come on. Like, if I have some fucking sense, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
What do? You put hands on her and, like, escort her to the door?
No, so my buddy come in there right after that. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, nothing. He's like, she need to go. I said, yeah. And she's like, come on. And so she went outside and she went out to her car. She sat there for like 15 minutes.
Plotting.
And my buddy, like, I don't know if he's a state trooper.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's a police officer. And I told him, or he's like, man, he's like, I don't know what she's doing out there. She sat there for like 15 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? He's like, and I was like, I'm going to go out there and try to get her to leave. So I go out there. I'm like, listen, you need to get the fuck out of here, leave. Drove an hour and a half. What's an hour and a half
to stand above you. To stand over you and watch you sleep.
You, boys, I've never been so scared in my life. Like, I'll be honest with you, part of the reason I ain't been home, I'm scared to death sleeping. My fucking time in the Carolinas.
She might show up there.
Carolina's not, yeah.
I mean, I'm spending my time in California.
You're right. I'll have to bleep that part out so she doesn't know where you are. But
I'm not even joking. That scares the shit out of me. But whatever. That's what happened. That's why my privileges are taken away. Because I was like, you ain't allowed to date nobody. You ain't allowed to pick a girl out. We're picking her. And so yeah, back to the date for the Night of Champions, and the boys is like, yeah, we're picking her. Okay. And you know what? They did a good job because Macy is cool as hell. And she's a killer. She kills the shit out of stuff.
Yeah.
And fishes.
Did some of the girls that sent you some pictures and stuff, were there some risque pictures that sent to you and some women that scared you?
Let me tell y'all boys about the risky pictures.
I want to know what's going on in your DM. That's what I want to know.
Okay. I need your imagination.
Okay.
I need you to clear out your imagination. All right, imagine a 6'1", not hardly any fat on them. All right.
Okay. Sounds good.
Got you remember the Borat movie with the thong that goes up over the shoulder?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah. Wearing one of those, going up over the shoulders. That's all. Except as a fucking guy with a fucking beard. With wearing one of them fucking things, holding a fucking big ass bush light like this, all fucking ready. I'm like, dude, I had more guys apply to this than you can imagine. 100 guys, probably 150.
150 guys have crawled into your DMs wanting to date you. 150 guys have crawled into your DM wanting to date you.
Wanting to go to the Night of Champions, 100% on a date.
I see.
Go on a date with me
to that.
Go on a date with me to that.
Got you. I got you.
Maybe you need to clarify man or woman next year when you do this.
Women. Innies.
Yeah. Yeah, no joke.
Right.
So I'm telling you, boys, I ain't kidding. I seen some dandies.
It got weird. I applaud you for even, opening all these. But I'm sure at some point it's like, listen, how can this freak be any worse than the last freak? I got to look at this.
But I sent it to the boys so here's how it worked. Somebody sent something in and then I'd like screenshot it, throw a number on it, send it to the group text. And I was sending them to the group text. And I'll be honest with you, whenever I sent Macy's to the group text, I was like, oh, yep, that's her. That's who you're going with, like right out the gate. I still sent them some afterwards. But yeah. I was like, yeah, what about this? Like here's a smoke show. Okay, here's a rocket.
So hold on. Macy did apply. She applied for this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Macy,
okay.
Macy's message. I've actually known Macy for a little bit. Right. It's kind of, You know, I've known her for a few years. She used to work with a buddy of mine, JT Harden, with F3 Media. I worked with him doing some media stuff. But yeah, I've known her for a little bit.
Okay, I thought this was like she knows your people, you know her people, and that's how this got together. She actually applied for this.
No, yeah, she
gotcha.
sent it to me herself.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the fucking catch here, bud.
There ain't no fucking doubt.
Wherever you go. I want to go back to.
I ain't saying Macy's a catch. All right, now catch and a catch went together this time.
Right.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's like Brad and Angelina or Jennifer Aniston getting together. Like these are stars aligning here.
The Jennifer Aniston of the hunting and fishing world.
Right.
Reached out to me.
That's right. Yes, 100%. Yeah, she is.
Oh,
you know, the lovable girl next door.
She is. She's sweet.
She seems like it. I didn't get to meet her there. We were busy.
I didn't know she could doll up like that. Because damn.
Well,
does she?
I didn't know that you could. That fur coat is something special.
Oh, that's big pimping right there.
That is big pimping.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you have that in the truck with you right there?
I don't.
You don't? Where did it go?
Puts that in cold storage for the year.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it put up, man. I'm gonna case them up and hang them on my wall at my trailer whenever I Airbnb that thing.
Oh, you're gonna Airbnb your trailer?
Yeah, didn't Willie tell you about that?
Yeah, I got to do a little more work to it.
I really enjoyed meeting Willie.
Yeah,
I don't know what I don't.
Willie's
know,
a badass.
I don't know
he was struggling on Sunday.
Buddy, Willie's cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of my best friends in the world, and he did the cabinets in my trailer, and dude, yeah, he's cool as hell. Helped out. He goes hard too.
He wants to come tornado chasing with me.
Oh, he's serious. He will go.
Yeah, I'm going to let him know when we have a day. I'm going to call him, and he said he'd be here in a day.
Hold on, I want to go back to this crazy ex lover because you had to see warning signs ahead of this.
It wasn't really. Yeah, it was kind of it wasn't my fault. I seen the warning signs. Even the boys seen the warning signs. And they told me I was stupid and whatever. You know how it is. You don't ever listen to them. But I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna not listen to them ever again.
She was that crazy.
So what was one of these warning signs? What would it have been? Like, what did she do first? Where you're like, you know what, this bitch might come in the middle of the night and stand over me.
Well, I didn't see. Nobody sees that. I'll be honest with you. Hey, listen, ain't nobody ever heard this shit. All right, and this shit happened this year at the first tournament at Okeechobee. I ain't shitting you. We're in Orlando. We're down there at Okeechobee, and she didn't like some crap happened. Whatever. I took her ass. I drove her ass to Orlando before the day off, and this is where I should have known it should have been all over with. I drove her ass fucking 2 hours and dropped her off on a subway fucking mini shopping mall concrete fucking sidewalk and dropped her ass off there by her friend's condo so she'd catch a fucking plane.
And she came back.
And she came back. She found her way back. Crazy don't leave.
Oh no, she went home. She went the hell home. But then I was stupid enough to holler. She hollered at me and whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, we're done with fucking crazy.
I don't know, man. Like it seems it creeps its way in. You know?
No, it don't, buddy. I do the creeping part. Scared. I'm telling you, I'm scared. I'm good, buddy. I'm not.
I don't know how much.
Are you more scared of this girl than you are the guy that whips your ass wrestling all the time? That fishes.
Summer.
Oh. I wouldn't. Yeah, the girl, 100%.
You would take on Caleb every time and leave the chick.
I'd take on Caleb with the tag team partner at the same time.
Now, we talked about wrestling with you, and we would like to get you on an episode when we do the new TV show, and you to oil wrestle 3 midget girls. And you're all about that?
Oh, I am 100% down with that.
You would do it.
I just thought, dude, you get those 3 midget wrestling girls, and I'll wrestle the shit out of them. I ain't gonna cut him no slack either. I'm gonna go with I ain't getting my ass whooped.
Not happening. Playing for blood.
You know what's funny is you're not like the rest of the fishermen, or you probably are. You're just yourself, and they can't be themselves. But they all seem to like you. Is there anybody from Bass that's not a big fan of yours? Like in the corporate side of it, they really you drive them crazy.
Like, oh goddamn, here he comes again doing the shoey.
No, yeah, there's a few of them. I know there's a few of them, and I think the problem is they're dealing with the repercussions of my actions, you know, like, and I don't really see. I think somebody who has a problem with my actions need to, you know, they kind of gotta pull their panties out of their ass, you know, just I don't know.
Do they realize the people that watch y'all are people like me and you that are rednecks, kind of? That's their base.
Yeah.
That's like NASCAR. NASCAR tried to change and become politically correct, and it's fucked them over. And bass fishing is about rednecks. I mean,
yeah. I know they get a lot of emails and a few calls about some stuff that I do, and we had a conversation about it. I said, listen, I was like, I know you're getting some, getting some emails and whatever, maybe a few calls. I don't really believe it's to the number that they say it is, but I told them, I said, listen, you want me to make a social media post and flood your email with support emails? I said, because I can do that. Like, it's not,
Right. What was
So,
I didn't get to hear, Jeff.
Oh, he's talking about him being not politically correct.
Right.
He's got to be a problem to some guys at Bass that don't like it.
Yeah.
But everybody that watches the tournaments and stuff, that's why the people were so popular there that liked you, because you're crazy.
Well, and you got some of the biggest applauses whenever you drove into weigh-ins. Like,
They want to hear what he's going to say.
They're there to see Matty.
Yeah.
hell, I want to hear what I'm going to say, because I don't have a clue what I'm going to say whenever I go up there. Shit.
Did you get fined for the beer shoey?
I did not get fined for the beer shoey.
Not yet?
I got fined
Cutoff.
for the cutoff.
But I thought you had that all worked out a couple years ago.
It's understandable.
You got the bass tattooed on you.
Yeah, but it's still there's some other technicalities about Angler of the Year logo and some other stuff. But here's the thing, it's worked out. I'm fine with it. $250 a day for uniform violations,
right.
Whatever, I'll pay it.
Well, your sponsors love it anyways. I met your mom at the show.
Oh yeah.
Your mom's a good lady. And we talked and see, me and Dirk had a bet before. I said, Maddie's mom's a redneck. Oh, no, she's not. She's just a nice, sweet son.
No.
I said, you don't have a Matty Robertson without being some redneck in you. And so your mom come up there and I go, honey, you got some redneck in you? She goes, oh, I'm redneck. There's no doubt about it. I said, see, I told you, Dirk. That's just, we're country people. And that's the way country people are.
Yep. She's definitely got some of it in her. I will say the other parts of my family probably got a lot more, but my mom definitely does have a little bit in her.
Oh, yeah.
She's a nice lady.
Very nice lady.
You don't want to rile her up there. I'm going to go on and tell you.
She said you're not very organized. Is that correct?
Shit. I'm organized as can be. As I can be.
As you can be. So you're at Waffle House at 3 a.m. Are you fishing the next day?
No, we got the next day off.
Okay.
We did have that.
So you had the day off. So you could recover that next day. So this was the dinner was Thursday? When did you started fishing what?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. You started fishing
yeah, we started on Friday. That was Wednesday night. We had Thursday off. But we had to get up for media day. And let me tell you something. Didn't nobody take it easy that night. And we got to get up for media day at 8 o'clock. I'm going to tell you. And then we had a meeting. Everybody looked like shit the next day.
Is this typical behavior at these, or is it just because it was the Bassmaster Classic that everybody was going so hard? Or is this at every tournament this way?
No, that's my, and we don't go hard there. I went hard more nights than most people, but for the most part, a couple nights at the Classic, we go pretty hard. But at the other events, like if we had at the events, we have a day off in between practice and the event, we'll have some fun, maybe stay out a little bit. But like the Classics, where we kind of cut loose at a few nights.
Right. So that makes sense.
Because we don't have the next
I haven't been to a Waffle House in years. Do they still have the all-you-can-eat for like $7.95 on there?
I don't think so. They got the All-Star.
What is the All-Star?
I think that's what I get. It's got like sausage and shit like that, egg, sausage, basically
comes
everything.
With everything, yeah.
And you feel like shit the next day when you wake up after eating one of them, I'm telling you.
Oof. Not if you get to see a good fight. Was it even a good fight, or was it just kind of a shoving match and over with?
It was a shoving match. Get the hell out of here. Like, I thought it was going to go down now.
So, were you going to get in and break it up, or are you going to let them go?
Hell no, you let it go, buddy. I ain't getting in the middle of that. One of them girls grabbed my hair. Hell, I don't need that. Some dude with some short hair get in the middle of it.
I broke up.
I don't need a video of me getting my ass whooped by two ladies. Hell, they'd probably start tag teaming me, beating the shit out of me. That's all I need to, video floating around about.
I broke up a girl's fight one time, and I got the shit beat out of me, and I got bit.
Because you can't fight back.
No, I couldn't do shit, and I was just in the middle of it, and I said, fuck it, let them fight. One girl bit me on the web of my hand between my thumb and my big finger. Hurt like hell. It's like, fuck them, let them fight. They have to get rabies shot now.
Now, why are you wrestling all these guys that are on tour? You wrestled Caleb. He's like the biggest guy that's out there.
He said you make him.
Yeah, he's the one that started.
Oh, he did.
He said you won't let him go full bore. He can only go 50% when y'all wrestle.
Nah, he went full bore and he about to kill me. Like y'all talk about Caleb,
He's
but
a big guy.
The audience needs to know. Like right now, at the time he was 250 pounds, and I'm talking about cut like
he's a big boy.
4% body.
Yeah, he's
fat.
big.
And now he's walking around about 270, 280, and still doesn't look like he has much fat on him. Solid.
Yeah.
And I'm 220, and I got a little fat on me. So he got about 50 pounds of muscle.
I saw the picture of you in your thong at Sareki's house at 4th of July, delivering drinks. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, Dirk showed me.
Don't nobody know about that.
You're quite the waiter.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you. Well, at the 4th of July party, I brought my thong with me. It's black, has red chili peppers on the front of it, and says hot on it. And this dude at the other end of Brandon's pool is holding up his pillow. It says, "Where's my cabana boy? I need a beer." And I told him, I was like, "Hey, I got my thong with me." He's like, "Put it on," grab a cup. So I fucking slid it on, fucking went behind the little pool house thing, grabbed a couple beers. Didn't nobody know I was going to do this except for Dirk and them. And they got their camera out, and I walked my fine ass out in a thong and a pair of sunglasses. Walked all the way through about 60 people along the poolside, giving him and his buddy a beer, and he give me $1 and slapped me on the ass.
Sent you on your way. Good little cabana boy. Now, do you travel with a thong? Is that in your suitcase most of the time? Because you said they're very comfortable.
Yeah, actually, I usually keep it with me. And
the chili pepper thong.
I got
different ones.
I got me a blue Speedo. It used to be blue and black Speedo, like a black Speedo with these blue flames. But I washed it and then I dried it, and I guess I forgot you just wasn't supposed to dry it, because then it just I guess it melted all the blue off, and now it's silver. So now I got black and silver flamed Speedo. I also got me another Speedo. It's kind of a white with some goldfish, like koi fish on it. Yeah, it's not as fun as the flame one, but it's still a good time.
Now, you said that they're comfortable. I cannot see how they're comfortable. It's a piece of cloth up your ass.
A thong is probably the most comfortable piece of underwear I've ever put on in my life.
See, I don't know how that happens. Maybe I put on the wrong thongs. I don't know. When I mean wrong ones, I mean I've never put on
wearing thongs.
No.
Listen, go get you a male thong.
A male thong.
Put it on. You ain't got to tell nobody. But I'm going, I'm serious. Them son bitches are comfortable.
Do a lot of people on the Bass Tour wearing them?
Oh, no.
No.
Now, the other day you gave a free plug to 10 Cup whiskey.
Well, not free. They're a sponsor.
They are sponsored? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you need to be getting everybody. You got to get you a water sponsor.
What do you mean?
He bashes the water together.
Liquid Death?
Yes.
Liquid Death, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I would use beer, but they thought I did a beer for the shoey on stage and about had a cow. Like, I just can't, like.
So that wasn't a beer?
He's not allowed to drink alcohol.
Well, I know that.
No, dude. Hey, so listen, I got some people hammered me for it not being a beer, but I want it to be known that I walked up on stage with my fish and a dude held a bottle up. And a fan held a bottle up and I swiped it from him and I thought it was a beer.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know it wasn't a beer until I drank the damn
Oh,
thing.
my God. What was it?
One of them, it's called a L8.
L8?
What the hell is that?
ALE 8.
L8.
Some type of damn soda or something.
E8.
I thought it was a beer.
Are y'all allowed to have beer?
No.
That's what I meant.
On a technicality, not until after I weigh in. That's why I don't use the beer. Listen, I'll use the beer, but
So
I think they'd have
when is weigh-in technically? Like once they weigh it in and you hand your fish off, like you've weighed in.
That's what I'm saying. Under technicality, I ought to be free and clear.
Yeah,
there.
once your fish are gone, like you've weighed in, parties like it's done.
Yeah.
See, right now, Coors Light needs to be talking to you because Bud Light's sponsoring trannies now.
Yeah,
and
we
doing all that
can't
tranny
go down
shit.
that road.
So now, Coors Light can be you.
Yeah.
So Coors Light could be you.
I would do a Coors Light.
What is your favorite beer? You got it's a you know
Listen,
you're out on the
I'm
water.
not a big beer guy, but whenever I do drink beer, it's a Coors Light, Busch Light, something like that.
So you're not a big beer guy. What's your drink of choice?
10 Cup.
Honestly, I do like 10 Cup. I like mixed drinks, whiskey and stuff. I'm a big tequila guy.
Oh, really? Straight tequila?
Yeah, I'll drink the hell out of some tequila. Like I love like that strong tequila taste, the tequila sunrise, whatever.
What is the tequila that your wife drank a whole bottle of? She told us the other day. What's that one y'all are getting?
We're getting.
She bought
remember.
some $high $tequila at Specs or something.
No. It's 1921. It's like Bailey's, but it's got tequila in it.
It's a cream of tequila.
Cream of
Nice.
tequila. Yeah, it's called 1921.
Hey, I
fucking
ain't gonna lie to
delicious.
you, it may sound kind of fancy, but I like me an espresso martini.
Yeah.
You and my brother.
Well, here's the deal. People make fun of guys that drink martinis. Those are fucking stout. Like it's all alcohol
Dude,
with a little
those
bit of olive
espresso
juice.
martinis.
No, they don't make fun of people drinking martinis. They make fun of guys that drink apple martinis and espresso martinis.
I like an espresso martini.
Your mom
I like espresso.
drinks espresso martinis too.
Listen,
You need to go to
If
Mexico
you
next.
like coffee, you will love an espresso
I
martini.
love coffee.
You need to go to Mexico with us next year, man.
Yeah.
We do a trip every.
I will go to Mexico.
We do,
with you
we do a
guys.
trip every February. Go to all inclusive. You can wear your thong.
We can get espresso martinis, get all fucked up on them.
I'll get us all thongs to wear in Mexico.
I'm the big guy, so we don't need. It's kind of like girls. Some things don't need to be made in 2X. You know, all the big girls listening to this are probably hurting their feelings, but we just don't need that.
You're right. I'll get an XL and we'll stretch her out for you.
Or that ossifum. I didn't know what the fuck that means. One size fits most. I've seen some people that fucker ain't fitting either. So let's just go there.
That's a lie. That's a lie. So you walked in one of the days you had you weighed in. I guess a car full of women was trying to get you to jump in with them.
That is no joke. I swear to you. As I'm pulling, we're at the stoplight in the expo. There's a F-250 full of some good-looking women. I mean, some fine-ass women. And dude, what do you call it whenever where you got like a thing in the car you can talk into?
A
and
PA
it's
system.
like a megaphone.
Like the cops have.
They had a PA system on the outside of the truck, and they're like, I swear they're like, Matt, and they're like, want me to come over and get in the truck with it? And I'm like, if this is any other town on the earth, I would jump out of a vehicle and go get in another one with some girls. They had to do it right before I'm weighing in at the Classic. I'm like, fucking life delivered a serious dilemma at the time. I'm talking about some rockets. I ain't talking about some damn 5s and 6s. I'm talking about some freaking 8s, 9s, and 10s.
There's the lady that there was a security guard that worked at the show.
Oh yeah, she loved you.
She
black,
loved you.
black lady.
Oh, I know who you're talking
Black
about.
lady.
Yeah.
She was.
There's
Oh.
two of them. There's a black lady and then there's
Yeah.
another lady right there before you go through the door. She'd always come up. She'd be eyeballing me, and then she'd come over and say something about, yeah.
Yeah. The black
I know.
lady told me she was going to turn you out. She goes, I'm going to turn that boy out. She goes,
she
she goes,
said.
she goes, where's he at? I said, well, he's fishing today. When's he going to be here? I said, well, maybe he'll be here on Sunday. She come by Sunday. She goes, where is the PIMP at? She goes, because I'm a pimp also. She goes, you either got to please him or you got to tease him. That's what she told us.
She let us know pimping ain't easy.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well, it looks like I'd be doing the teasing and she'd be doing the pleasing.
Have you always been okay with the ladies, or has your newfound career path kind of bolstered your attitude?
Man, I used to be a little shy, like back in the day, high school days. I was probably a
Yeah.
little shy, but I just stopped giving a fuck. I'll be honest with you.
So that's your
Whatever.
dating advice to guys. Just be you. Don't give a shit. Just let it fly, and you'll find the right one. The right ones will come to you.
Yeah. Don't try. If you try, you're fucking up. Like whenever it comes to ladies, just be yourself and have a good time, and you got it made.
Now, I don't know if you have seen this or not, but people are not having sex anymore for whatever reason. I do not understand this trend, to be honest with you. Sex is pretty great. Like, I like it. It's something that I look forward to doing. But people 30 years and younger are not engaging in it like they used to do. I don't understand why not. Well, I do understand pornography, but and the dating culture. But I think people are a little afraid. They're afraid to be themselves. You just got to go out there and let your freak flag fly.
I really don't even know what to say.
I know
to that.
it's insane, right?
Like,
it's insane.
Yeah,
Who wouldn't want to have sex?
I really don't know what to say to that because,
you know how great sex is.
I don't understand why porn keeps people from wanting to have sex.
Yeah, right. Like that's like gay.
I keep on waiting for my porn offer. Where's my $1 million offer to do a porn shit?
Would you do a pornography for $1 million?
I would do it for less than that.
What is the bottom line that would take?
No, we are not starting this on this show because it ain't $10,000. I promise.
100K. What 100K?
What about those 3 midgets when you're wrestling with them?
That can be the starting one. We'll use that as a promo to get the extra money.
See, I don't know that I don't know. I wouldn't want to see me flopping around. I don't know that I would want to see me on camera. I think I look pretty cool, like in my mind, but I'm afraid if I saw it, how it actually looked, I would be repulsed by myself.
Listen, you ain't got to watch it. You just got to do it.
My own curiosity would get me, and I'd be like, I wonder what I really do look like when I you know how you get and you feel like you're hitting your stride and everything looks all cool, and then like you see it played back and you're
that's
like,
the difference between me and you is I don't have to look because I know I look damn good in my stride.
It would fuck with me, I think, if I saw myself making love. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it. I don't think.
Well, listen, they sell tripod at Walmart for about $30.
No, I'm not.
You can test
I'm not doing
out.
it. It would screw me up because I'd be like, I don't look as cool as I think I do. The transition was not good.
So, well, I'm gonna get off this for Andy embarrasses himself more because you probably will going down that road. Do y'all have groupies at every event y'all go to, like the Classic?
See, that's the only problem with bass fishing is the majority of the groupies are 55-year-old men.
Yeah.
And
like
but now, you run into groupies here and there, just like any other sport. It's not as many in our sport, but yeah, you run into them here and there for sure.
What's the most unusual thing you've had someone ask you?
Oh, hell.
At this point, like, come on.
Well, I mean,
like I've had them ask me for my whitey tidies and everything,
no,
man. Autograph my whitey
after you've been fishing in them all day?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Someone's got a collection of some most stained up old drawers all over with people's name on them. That's Pete Rose in 77. That's Dave Winfield.
I autographed and gave a guy a pair.
Really?
A guy wanted
them?
A guy wanted them, and he had a little shrine thing of fishing stuff built, and it was part of it.
That's fucking.
But I was kind of honored because he had stuff from like Rick Clun and some legend fishermen up there on this thing he had made, and then there's my underwear.
Mm.
There's Bill Dance's cap, and that's Matty Robertson's underwear.
Matty Robertson's underwear.
I'm being serious. Like he had some Bill Dance stuff there. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Do your nerves get to you when you're at these big fishing tournaments, or are you just like, let's just whatever happens?
The first Bassmaster Classic I ever went to, whenever I was fixing to go in front of the crowd with the fur coat the first time, actually, probably all the first couple of days at that one, I was pretty shook. Like I don't get nervous, dude, about nothing, but my hands were kind of shaking, but now now I really don't give a shit. It's kind of scares me sometimes, but I really got to watch myself, getting in that mode. But yeah, it don't bother me at all now.
Because like you're in a position now where people want to see you do these outrageous things. Wear a fur coat, bash the water bottle, bash the water cans
Wrestle
together,
some midgets.
wrestle midgets. So it's like, I'm sure you're always like, okay, what can I do next at this?
Right? I really don't think about it much, honestly.
No, you just let it happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you, like, I promise you boys, people don't understand. Like my boys that travel with me understand. I don't know how it happens, but shit happens to me all the time, naturally. Like, I don't have to make it happen. Like, it just happens. Like, I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just let it all come to you and then you just react.
My life is a shit show.
Yeah.
Like,
you got girls standing over you in the middle of the night. Is that the worst breakup you've ever had? Like, as far as...
we were, like, it wasn't even that serious of a, like, thing. Like, I don't know what the hell.
And then she just took it to a different level.
Honestly, I don't even want to talk to girls anymore after.
Well, you had a chance to date 120 guys. I mean, right there, they sending you pictures.
Oh, you ain't wrong.
Mm.
Well, you're fishing at this lake. You're just fishing at a local lake, right? Do guys come?
Yeah. I'm in North Carolina. The last few days and today fishing with KJ Queen. I fished a tournament yesterday on High Rock Lake, a big bass bash thing, and I was at KJ's house, and hell, we was out drinking and four-wheeler riding. It was Saturday. It was on today's Monday. I forgot what day it was. Sorry, got a little confused because usually tournaments on Saturday. Saturday it was yesterday on Sunday. Saturday night we was out drinking and riding four-wheelers, and KJ's wife signed her and her friend up for this big fish tournament because you can fish 3 or 4 out of a boat. And KJ's like, "You're not going with us?" And I'm like, "Here we go. I know what's fixing to happen." I got stuck with the ladies. But guess what? We went out there and I had a fucking blast with them. And her friend's pretty cute. She's a real pretty lady. She's single. We had a good time. And went out and caught. We got third place 1 hour. Big fish won $700. And then they're like, "Oh, you hungry?" I was like, so we went up to this damn restaurant, this marina right on the water, and got breakfast during the tournament. And didn't give a shit. Went back out, and then I don't usually talk about lost fish, but I lost one that would have probably won the damn tournament, $40,000 boat. I was like, damn, of all damn things, lost it right at the boat in my hands.
Oh,
but
shit.
But whatever, we had a good time, won some money. I never seen the lake in my life. Just entered the damn tournament in it for the hell of it.
So did you get a date with this chick, this lady?
Yeah.
Good.
There you go.
Oh yeah, buddy.
What is a date with?
Hold on. Now, who do you think you're talking
Yeah,
to?
of course he got a date. Now listen.
Did I get a
There
date?
was no. Hold on a second, because we know a girl that you did not get a date with.
Oh wait.
Hold on, wait. She probably wants one.
I don't know.
She said y'all are just
Might be.
friends.
all right. Let's hear it. Who is it?
Might be out of your league. She works at.
Oh hell.
She doesn't.
Yeah.
You might just be in the friend zone with her.
No. Let me tell you something. She wanted to go out on a date with me. She's playing a little bit of hardball.
Oh,
So she's playing friend zone, but she really doesn't want to be in the friend zone.
No, she ain't playing friend zone. She wants to go out on a date, 100%. I know for sure. I know she wants to go out on a date. But listen, that's fine. Here's the thing, is I can go have a good time.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna get hung up on one girl. She's a sweet girl. She's pretty as hell.
She is.
And
Sweetheart.
yeah,
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
But
she is a sweetheart. I like her.
I don't know.
Hung out with her a few times, but don't let her lie to you.
She would jump at the opportunity. If it were formally presented to her, she would be all about it.
If it was, she would not even hesitate.
I gotcha.
So this lady, and tell us about a date with Matty.
What does a date with Matty Robertson look like?
Yeah.
Are we whining and dining? We got a limit we're going to spend on them.
Well, since we done talk shit, I'm going to take her to Applebee's. I've learned I don't take them to the movies, do any of that shit,
Right.
I like to do something where we can I'll be honest with you. I'm good to just go. And I tell them, don't even consider it a date. Let's just go out, have fun. Two people enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
And if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it don't, whatever, right? But, we can go out and get some dinner, and then we can, or we can go to the batting cages. We can do whatever, but do something where we can talk,
Yeah.
So that's what started with this crazy lady that was over you. You just started out with Applebee's dinner one night, and then next thing you know, she's over your bed.
Yeah, I took her to a Texas Roadhouse was a problem.
That's where you went wrong. You spoiled her is what you did. You spoiled her. You spoiled her.
I catch shit because I'm not a Texas Roadhouse fan.
I love Texas Roadhouse.
Bread. The best thing about Texas Roadhouse is their bread.
Let me tell you, I wasn't either. I wasn't a Texas Roadhouse guy either till a couple months ago. Wendell made me go there, and dude, that damn prime rib they got, I can't believe it's as good as it is.
It's all good.
I've never had the prime rib.
It's
a solid meal. I will give you that.
You're not gonna go to Texas Roadhouse and have your socks blown off, but you're gonna go there thinking that was a good steak and their beer was cold or whatever you're gonna drink.
The bread is good.
It's a very good experience. It's not gonna blow your socks off, but it's gonna be solid consistent every time you go.
Yes, it's the McDonald's of steakhouses.
Whatever you want to fucking call it, Jeff. I happen to like Texas Roadhouse.
It's more like the Taco Bell.
Okay.
Steak.
So I just don't. I'm
more better than McDonald's.
Yeah. They got good bread and they've got good salad and their steaks.
You're going to get a good steak.
Yes, it's 5 out of 10.
It's not going to blow your socks off. Not going to blow you away.
All right,
but it's good.
But see, I see Matty.
Every once in a while, you need some steak sauce. Yeah.
Matty's a high roller. I just figured he had him like a really go-to fancy romantic,
right. Steak and lobster.
No,
steak and lobster
I'll
type
be honest with you. If I really like a girl, I will take her out and we'll go to a nice place. I like to dress up every now and then. We'll throw on some decent clothes, go out, get some wine, a nice steak, or something that like. Listen, I will wine and dine a girl. Like I am a gentleman.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
You'll take the dishes out of the sink before you pee in them, huh?
Exactly. I'd just some cook for him.
Are you a good cook? You a good cook?
I can handle myself in the kitchen.
Know your way around the kitchen.
Remember last time he said he would go to Dollar General and buy everything. If they sold steak, he'd never go nowhere else but Dollar General.
Yeah.
Dollar General, have they reached out to you yet? That's your sponsorship.
They reached out to us right after we did that podcast.
Yeah. You got to get that.
No, they hadn't reached out to
You got to get that neck tattoo. I've had so many people ask me about that.
No, you don't need it, Matty. It would hurt.
Oh,
it would hurt your brand.
No, it would not. A neck tattoo.
Hurt your brand.
Dollar General neck tattoo? No, that's money in the bank. With that fur coat, you look like a PIMP pimp.
Matty, listen to me. I'm the voice.
It's happening. We're doing the tattoo.
Matty.
Andy?
Yes.
Matty.
We're doing
Yes, he needs them and some Ric Flair gators to go with it.
You've got two angels on your shoulder. You got a red angel and a white angel. You need to look at the white angel right now, and that's me. Don't do.
Is this where the red angel is?
Yes, yeah. Look over there. Look over there.
See ya.
No.
Yeah. You need. That's right. You need to do that. It's all about marketing.
Mm.
Oh yeah, we're doing the tattoo.
Yeah. People expect that. I mean, this guy is such a legend. People want to set their 18-year-old daughter up with him that's in high school.
Mm.
I mean, I'm getting me a new tattoo even before then too. It's I might get one. I'm gonna put it on my ass. It's made in the USA.
You can have Dirk do it.
Yeah, 100%. I done talked to him about it.
He's down for it. So your recent TikTok video, you got your business waxed.
Oh yeah, I got waxed.
What was?
Have we not talked since then?
No. We saw it on the deal. And was it in the middle of the room? Because you made a comment. You're like, oh, y'all are busy as hell
today.
Was the door open when you was getting your balls waxed?
No. So I go to this place in Nashville and go down there and I'm with this girl and we go in there and get the appointment or whatever. And you can do shots back there, whatever you want. They bring you shots or some wine or whatever, and go back there and there's this girl, probably in her mid early 20s, and I'm just like kind of like, oh, what the fuck am I doing? But like it's kind of so she's like, you want a drink? I said, yeah, I want a couple of Fireball shots. And so she brings me a couple shots of Fireball. Do them, and she's like, all right, go ahead and get undressed or whatever. And we're in this little room, but like it's like it's a room but ain't got no top on it. Like you can hear everybody else talking and this and that and everything. And I was like, how do you want me? She said, just lay on your back and like that. It's almost like a doctor's table, you know? And the edge of the table is like where my crotch is. So I'm laying there, and I'll be honest with you, getting the wax ain't like the ripping the wax off ain't as bad as whenever they put the wax on, because that shit is hot. Let me tell you something. Whenever they put that shit on my balls, I thought it felt like molten lava melting. I thought it was going through me. Oh my God. Hey, and then they do a little spot, tear it off. But I'll tell you that wasn't even the worst part. Like, the worst part, and I'll never get this done again, like, is your fupa. Right above.
Yes.
That area
Tender.
right there, oh, buddy, that's the most hurtful spot on your body. All right. And so they did that, and they worked their way down. And then it's time for, you know.
Your penis?
No, your butt.
Oh, okay. Oh, your butthole.
And I'm laying
What
there.
do you have your legs up? Legs up, kind of like in stirrups?
Don't yet. And I'm like, she's like, all right, knees to shoulders. And I'm going to tell you something, boys. You ain't never in your life lost pride. I lost all my pride. And I had zero pride left at that point. Knees to shoulders. Yeah, I got waxed.
What was it like on your butthole? Was that as bad as the rest of it?
No, it's not that. No, it's not that bad.
But it's hot.
It's not. It was warm. Yeah, it's pretty hot, but it's not that bad.
What is wiping like the days after when you got a clean
Your
clean
toilet
butthole?
paper consumption. Your toilet paper consumption will go down 70%.
Wow. Okay.
It's clean.
Clean
buddy.
as a whistle.
It is clean. Clean as a whistle.
I've heard this.
What about did you get an erection while this lady was waxing up your pecker?
Is she
No.
handling? Is she like moving it from side to side, kind of like a gear shifter, or no?
No, I did that. I took care of all that. You know, I moved it or whatever. But yeah, it's. I'll be honest. I mean, it's. And I was told I used a little bit of this lidocaine spray stuff before, so, and I wasn't going to, but I was told it better. So I used this lidocaine spray. So this kind of stuff was a little bit numb, but nothing numb yet. It wasn't even close to numb enough to be doing this shit because it fucking hurt.
Were you the only guy in there? Or was this a place that specialized in guys?
No, I was the only guy in there. There's girls in there and whatnot, but I was the only guy in there. And I asked the lady, I said, how many guys you do? And she said, oh, about one a week.
Right.
Couple of weeks.
My wife is an esthetician. She's a skincare professional. And when she was in cosmetology school, there was a guy that would go to her cosmetology school, but he got that area waxed because that was how he got sexual pleasure. He was like, into the candle wax dripping and shit like that. So
I don't know about
they had to tell him to quit coming because he would get an erection every time he would get his business waxed.
Yeah, didn't deal with nothing like that. Hell no, that shit
But
hurt.
this guy was. They had to disinvite him because
Sir, would you please quit coming on the students?
right, yeah. Like, the wax is sticky enough, and like you're adding semen to that, like we don't know like what to clean up for. So
you can't get pleasure out of getting waxed. Listen, you feel good, you're nice and clean for a long time after you get waxed, but getting pleasure out of it, hell, you're out of your mind.
Did it itch when it was growing back?
No.
Oh,
No.
okay. Well, that's not bad then.
No, that's what everybody kept on saying. Wait till it grows back. Wait till it grows back. And
Yeah.
But it will eventually, won't it? Like in 6 months.
Well, I mean, it's grown back a little
Right.
bit now, but not like you think. And it ain't that, like, it don't
So
bother
you're not going to do this again then? Because you're supposed to do it like every 2-3 months, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm about due for it. I don't know. I may go get it done.
I don't know. You must have like a high pain tolerance because you have the
Oh, buddy, I got the
you got the
highest pain
penis
tolerance.
tattoo. You're getting that area wax. I can't. That's insane. The amount of pain you can take.
Oh yeah, I can take the pain. That's why people like Caleb and them don't scare me.
You're not gonna hurt you.
No.
I bet a Woody'd be a handful too.
Woody.
Yeah, his buddy Woody.
Oh, Willie?
Willie. God damn it, not Woody. Willie.
Really? Oh yeah, he's like he was a champion.
Yeah, that's what he said.
You don't want none of that.
That's what he said. He said he had to give his ears fixed because they were all cauliflowered up. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually taught me some wrestling shit, so the boys are in trouble this year whenever they decide for it to go down.
I bet old Caleb's scared to death now, isn't he?
He should be.
He should be.
I think I can take Caleb down. Well, I don't know. He's big. He's like hitting a tree.
I don't think you can.
How many people have you wrestled on that are on the tour with you? Is this common?
I don't know. Probably
really?
8 or 9.
That's a considerable number. And how does this happen? Like you're all just kind of drinking, talking shit, and you're like, hey, I bet I can take you down.
Yeah, they start talking shit. I start talking shit. We start popping off to each other. Happens fast. It happens real fast.
Now, I don't know much about the bass fishing tournament, but do y'all have some inner fighting that happens sometimes?
Like rivalries?
Yeah, you have guys that dislike each other, kind of have some words and stuff, but not really like you definitely have guys that don't like each other, but I don't know if I'd call it rivalries or not. You know what I mean?
Because you're just an asshole and you don't want to deal with them.
You're competing against each other, but you're competing against yourself more than anybody.
Oh yeah, out on the lake, it's you got to have your shit together and have your mind right.
Now, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but your strategy for the Bassmaster was you were going to go 9-0 for what, 40 minutes? What made you make that decision? Is it just what you saw when you were pre-fishing this place?
Yeah, I mean, basically just went out there practicing, and I caught some big ones, and we just went for it,
Now, how does this etiquette work? Because Gustafson ended up winning it, and he basically had a lead from the first day. What would stop somebody from fishing where he is, other than the pride of it all?
Just respect.
Right. So he found this place.
Yeah, just respect.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, it's pride, respect, and man, you don't trust me. You did not want to be that guy. There was one guy who kind of started on an area where Gussie was fishing, and he got pretty hammered by the people, and you don't want the fans and everybody else losing respect for you, because you won't get that. Whenever it's your turn to be in Gussie's position, you won't get that same respect.
Somebody will come fuck you up, basically, is what it is.
Yeah, they'll come fuck
I got it. Well, that makes sense, because it's I understand, you guys are very prideful, but there's also what, $300,000, and you said you were playing for $250.
I know.
But it's just, listen, he found this spot. Let's let him fish it, because I'm gonna be there one day, hopefully, and I don't want somebody coming in on me because I did it to him. Pride and respect. Well, that's good.
What happens with John Public? Because there's got to be some asshole guy that's fishing a lake. Y'all got a tournament, and he don't give a shit. He's gonna fish. What do y'all do about shit like that? Because you've had to have some guys get right up next to y'all. Is it just part of it?
Yeah, man. I mean, your locals will come out and they'll fish, and it happens. And and they've caught fish that would have probably made a difference in a tournament in front of people. I've had it happen to me. And actually, whenever I was told the third day, whenever Gussie left one of his spots, that some guys pulled over and started casting. It's like, come on, guys. It's fucking 3 days.
Right.
3 days a year. 3 days, not even a year, but like every 4, 5, 6 years, just give us 3 days. Right.
Yeah.
And, locals can say stuff about it, but before I was fishing professionally, whenever Bassmaster or somebody'd come to Kentucky Lake, I would stay off of it those days,
Right. Just out of respect for them and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the walleye fishing guys.
Yeah.
What'd you think about all that shit?
What'd they get? What before we get off into that? What
$100,000 fine maybe?
It was fucked up. Like, they didn't have much done to them. They needed their asses hammered, because they'd won a lot of money right before that. And dude, I'm gonna tell you what, I I could be wrong, but I think if them boys did it down in Kentucky, I don't think they'd have made it away from the boat ramp.
They'd had their ass whooped in Texas at some places for sure.
If my fishing partner Wendell was there, they would not have left that parking lot without ass whooping.
Right. I'm trying to find what they
They just sentenced them.
Right. I'm trying to find the sentencing.
It wasn't much misdemeanors. Not even a felony. I don't think.
I've only known of 2 instances. I know it's happened more. There was a big deer contest in Texas called the Muy Grande. And back in the mid 90s, a guy won it. And what he did was he had some got a shot of whitetail in Canada that scored like 185 or something, and brung him down here, and he sewed him into a cape of a deer here, and he got caught. But he didn't get caught until a year later. And I sat at a damn banquet with him one night, and he sat at my table bragging about this great fucking deer hunter he was. And he was doing the same shit. I think he got $60,000 or $70,000 fine a long time ago. So, but all the money that they'd wanted them turn-ins before then, that's just tough shit. I mean, they got to keep that money and all that stuff.
They get to keep that.
And there's a big difference. I did not realize the discrepancies between a first place and a second place check in y'all's tournaments.
Oh yeah, it's mega difference.
This says that Kaminsky has the guilty plea encompassed the cheating and unlawful wild animal ownership charges, and the pair have agreed to a 3-year suspension of their fishing license, and Kaminsky also agreed to give up his bass boat, which was valued at $100,000. The attempted grand theft and criminal tool possession charges have been dropped. So basically, they're not going to get to fish for 3 years, and he lost a bass boat.
Yep.
Not much.
They got off pretty easy.
Not much. Especially when, yeah. And like Jeff said, you can assume that if they did it at that one, that they had done it to all of the ones that they'd fished in.
I promise you they did it to all of them.
That's a low life fucker though that does that shit.
Oh yeah.
But
3 years when you got nothing.
But at y'all's level, you're talking about $300,000. I mean, that's a lot of paycheck.
Unless you're Matty and you're playing for $250.
Yeah, because
hell yeah, unless you're me, we're gonna go spend. Dude, I'd have dropped $50,000 on that party that night faster than you ever seen somebody do it.
Well, I just hope Andy would have been invited. You got a new fan. My wife Michelle just thinks you're the funniest sumbitch in the whole world.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Biggie, you better be careful, Jeff, bringing her around Matty. I'll have a new stepdad.
Don't bring her around. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
She's awful expensive. I used to say,
I can't handle that. Hey, show her my trailer and she'll change her mind.
Okay. If you can afford her shoes, you can have her. That's what I used to tell everybody.
No, you can have everybody. I can't afford it. I can barely afford it myself.
She wouldn't be coming over with you with the damn knife in the middle of the night, probably.
It's a credit card slip.
Yeah.
Even worse.
Both of them scary.
Your sunburn, how much lidocaine did it take after that?
Shit, dude, I'm still peeling from that. I had blisters. Like, I ain't kidding you.
That's the first time that those pearly white arms have seen sun since a while.
I don't know if we can fucking... No, you can't really see it real bad now.
I can see you're peeling.
Shit. Yeah, I'm peeling like a motherfucker.
I'd think you'd be out in the sun all the time. You'd be tan, but I guess it's been cool, so you've had sleep. You've been to Florida a bunch, though.
Yeah, what happened?
I know, I was in Florida. I got some sun in Florida, but, man, it wasn't nothing like that. I got roasted. Like, my skin looked the same color as my jersey.
So, see there? They couldn't even tell if you had cutoffs on. Fucking roasted you.
It didn't even look like I didn't have sleeves on.
So,
what's it like casting that next day when you're fucking fried to a crisp?
Dude, I ain't gonna lie, I was hurting. Like I wore a hoodie most of the day, even whenever it got warmer, because I knew how bad it was gonna hurt if the sun hit it.
Right.
Your videos,
shit, I was hurting.
Your videos went viral about you shitting off the boat. Did you have to shit off the boat any on these tournament this time?
So the last day I did have to shit. And I had a spectator boat follow me, and it was like I made my second stop, and then they're following me, and I was like, I was going to change spots, run a few miles down the lake. I idled out there by myself. There's 3 dudes in the boat. I said, listen, fellas, I said, I ain't gonna lie to you, I got a fucking shit. I was like, I'm gonna run down the lake here. I said, I need to give you 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes before you come down there. And I wheeled down there by a bluff wall and let her eat.
What's your camera guy saying at this time? Laughing,
just shaking his head.
Yeah. He got up on the front deck, and I was like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I can't help it.
We're not going to cut into Matty right now. I bet. Did you have the same camera guy the whole time, or do they change boats?
No, they rotated them out. A couple days had a marshal.
I bet the guys like working with you.
Oh yeah, they have a blast.
Do you eat much while you're fishing? Do you have like a snack box or anything on there? Or?
During practice, I'll eat a couple sandwiches throughout the day or something, eat a sandwich, but during the tournament, I don't eat anything.
All day. So the first time
All day,
you're
I don't
eating,
eat
like we met you at the Marriott for dinner. That was the first time you had anything to eat.
That's the first time I eat that day. I don't fish good with food in my stomach.
Why? What?
I got to shit
What
more.
Yeah.
Oh.
What was
I don't know. It's something about if I'm hot, like if I got a lot of clothes on and I'm hot, I don't fish well. And if I got a full stomach, I don't fish well.
That's got to be all in your head. How can that affect you?
I don't know. It's just I pay attention to details on everything. Like I don't know if it's from where I used to be a machinist, but I pay attention. Like if I'm not catching them, I'm like, hell, I've been hot for a while. Maybe that's why.
You know, where we ate dinner that night with you at the Marriott, what was crazy was there's like a groupie section through there. All them people were coming in there waiting around just to get autographs and stuff. And it was absolutely nuts. And I guess that the night we flew in, Dirk said people were coming up where you and Seth were trying to eat, wanting their pictures made and everything. I just can't imagine bothering somebody while they're eating dinner to get something.
I'm mid cutting a steak with a piece in my mouth. And yeah. Listen, I don't mind taking time out for anybody, but I would rather them wait till I'm done eating.
Yeah, that's just
like
classy.
I still stop what I'm doing, talk to them, shake their hand, blah blah blah. But listen, I still will never say nothing. Let a man finish his food for a second.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
If I'm just sitting there bullshitting, but if you say I'm sticking the damn piece of food in my mouth, give me a minute.
Yeah.
You know?
And let me go shit in peace.
Right. Yeah. It's a weird spot, though. It's weird for you. It's weird for them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Because we see that to a small extent.
I know what you mean.
What is your, when's your next, your Carolinas? Y'all got a tournament in South Carolina next week? Is that right?
Yeah. And, it's in 2.5 weeks down here. Yeah.
And then you'll go from there to where's your one after that? Y'all fish like
we got 2 of them in South Carolina, one on Lake Murray and one on Santee Cooper.
So you'll be in South Carolina for a while then?
Yeah, I'll be out here for
so a crazy bitch is probably burning your house down by now.
Yeah. Are you afraid to go see what your trailer looks like when you finally do get home? Like she's had it for 2 months and just going teeing off on it. Probably got paintballs on the side of it.
It wouldn't shock me, boys. I'm going to tell you, I've had one of my buddies staying there a little bit, and I told him, I said, you stay there, challenge.
That's your own risk.
Lock the door, bitch.
Yeah.
God damn.
Hell yeah.
That's too great. I've never been scared of a woman. I can't imagine. They can be there. I'm telling you what, a woman can be a vile, ruthless creature, though, boy.
Do you ever think you'd be afraid of some? I don't know what she weighs. Let's say 115 pounds.
I didn't ever know I'd be afraid of anybody like this in my life.
You're afraid of a critter that weighs 115 pounds.
So you're really worried that she'd fucking cut your throat?
I feel like if she's going to cut my throat, that's what would do it. Yeah, I think she'd have done it that. And I'll be honest with you now, if my friends hadn't been there that night just on coincidence, I really don't know what would have happened.
Yeah, right. Maybe that deterred her.
I really don't know.
Maybe that deterred her.
That's what I'm telling you, 100%. I think that's because she asked me who all's here like 4 or 5 times.
Who all's here to witness what I'm about to do?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's creepy.
Well,
who all?
No, I'm serious, y'all. I mean, I know everybody's
No, that's fucking creepy.
It fucked with me.
Who all's
bad.
here, Matty? Matty, who's all here?
Yeah,
that's fucking creepy.
She's fucking gonna murder your ass.
She's planning.
100%. I think she was. Like I know it's all left. I'll tell you this. Let me tell you this. My friend that was there is a detective, and he said she fits the. He told me. He said, I think you got off lucky.
Wow.
He said because she fits the bill to a murder suicide.
Wow.
That fucking makes you. I wouldn't go fucking home yet. Have
makes
you thought
my fucking skin crawl. Is what it does. I got goosebumps.
Why don't you get a restraining order on her?
I was gonna do that, but he told me not to. He's like, someone who's going to walk up in your house with other
Right.
people there and stand over
Doesn't
your
care.
bed, I mean, it's burglary,
Yeah,
isn't going to care, and it may set them off more
that's
than
true too.
anything.
So
That's
you're just
fair.
gonna-
That's good. No, that's good.
So you're just going to run from her forever, or what are you going to do? You going to sell your house? I mean,
Till the
Airbnb.
block calls stop coming through, I'm not going home.
Till what?
until the block calls. Well, if you get to West Texas and you need to stay, you're welcome to stay here at the lodge as long as you need.
I
I don't think
appreciate
y'all are
it.
doing much fishing out here, but you're still welcome to be here.
Well, listen.
I just can't imagine not going home. God damn, that would suck.
That's fucking creepy, though.
You better have a bed ready
That's
for
fucking
me.
creepy.
We got plenty of room for you. Imagine just
I'm telling you, boys.
No,
I'm joking
that's fucking
shit.
creepy.
you hear that old tires on that gravel outside. You're like, oh fuck, who's that?
Yeah. Well, now you don't have gravel. You got asphalt now. You got a nice driveway poured. Can't even hear her coming.
Hell yeah, I got a nice ass driveway. I can't
You
even
can't
enjoy it.
You can't hear her coming anymore because there's no rocks under her
Does
tires.
she know how to use a gun?
Fuck it.
She didn't at the time, but it don't take somebody long.
No.
buddy.
They learn pretty fast. Some of
That's
them.
fucking. That's a creepy thing to ask somebody.
Have you done a background check on her to see if she's done this to other men?
No, but I'm gonna tell you something. I know she has to have, because you don't learn how to like block on everything, and then you still like somehow I still get texts and calls. Like, how the fuck do you do that? Like, you have to have experience.
So she's still doing it now?
When was the last time you had communication with her?
The last she tried calling me at 12:30, 12:40, and 1:30 4 nights ago.
Yeah, this isn't
And
over.
I was at home, and it was the night all the storms came through, and I thought I was laying in bed, fucking call woke me up, and I'm like, I want to look through the blinds to see if there's a car in the driveway. But I'm scared to open the fucking blinds because I'm thinking she's gonna be standing there fucking looking in my window. I'm like, I can't go in there to fucking check, like look through the door because the fucking blinds to the damn living room's open. I'm like, fuck, what if she's standing in there watching I walk through? So I lay in fucking bed for 3 hours, scared to fucking death.
With the night sweats.
She's getting. She's like. Oh man.
What's going to be
God
bad is
damn.
if you
But
on that,
I would be legitimately scared too. The bitch has already fucking broken into my house one time and stood over me.
yeah, have you ever seen fucking
The hand that rocks the cradle.
no that might be the one where she boils the rat God damn it.
Psycho. Or no, not Psycho.
God damn it.
one
Basic
with-
Instinct or one of those?
No, the one with Warren Beatty.
Yes, where the lady boils the rabbit on the guy's his daughter's rabbit on their stove.
No, I haven't
She
seen
killed
that.
the daughter. The stalker killed the little girl's
I'm
rabbit.
thinking of
and
the
put it on
one
stove.
where the author has the wreck, and then Kathy Bates brings him in.
Oh
What
no,
movie
that's
is that?
Misery.
Misery.
No, but this here's some of that damn. God, it wasn't. It was a big movie in the '80s, late '80s. It was a big time. Michael Douglas was in it. It wasn't basic. But anyways, it's like that, a stalker type deal. You imagine you going on a fishing fucking doing one of your tournaments and look up and that bitch
See
is
her?
sitting on a fucking dock waving at you.
We had bets if she'd show up to the classic or not, and I won me some money.
Do your buddies fuck with you about her?
Not so much anymore. I think it got too serious with all
Right,
the shit.
yeah,
you
it's
know?
kind
Kinda,
of- it
bitch
took
is
a-
crazy.
It took a different turn. Like it's past the point of let's make
Yeah.
fun of it.
You don't want this to be one of them documentaries that you see on Netflix, the bass fisherman who we've never seen again. You know, you don't want that shit
Oh
to
yeah,
happen.
the fucking murder mystery,
Yeah.
and that's another thing. She listened to that murder mystery podcast.
Oh
You
yeah,
know the bitch knows how to kill somebody.
she can do it. She can do it and get away with it. That's what's scary. But I didn't think about
Oh.
that until you said that. Like for her to ask you who all is here, she was
Oh,
planning.
dude, I thought I was dead.
Yeah. Wow. Holy
Damn, that's-
shit.
It's bad when you're scared of someone like that. I mean, it really is. When you know there's people that
And then, like you said, like it fucks with everything because then she calls and it's night of storms and
I know.
heavy shit, man. So stay in Northern California where you are
fuck,
right
he
now.
ain't ever going home
Yeah.
again. He's never going to be home again. His
But-
neighbors are going to be like, what happened to him? That one crazy bitch come around. We've never seen him again.
Put that bitch on Airbnb and right off into the sunset, Matty.
I'm gonna have to have everybody sign liability.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Did she have a key to get into your house or was your
No, hell no. Hell
How'd
no.
she get in? It was unlocked?
Yeah, I was locking my door every night, and the only reason it was unlocked is because our
That
other
one
buddy wasn't
was
getting
coming
down
in.
till midnight.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So here's another interesting question. How many times has she tried your door before and it was locked? Because there's no way that she just happened to catch
He
it.
probably has cameras like everybody does.
Do you have Ring video doorbell? He does shake.
You're going to be.
Nothing.
You need to get that. Plus, you're going to be Airbnb. You might get to see some naked women around there because that's a big Airbnb deal. You film all your people staying there.
But here's the thing: you cannot tell me that the one time that she tried it was the one night that Matty had his door unlocked.
Way to
I
go.
feel like if she drove all that way, she would have at least made it. She'd have let me know she was there. She'd have knocked on the door.
To drive an hour and a half just to fucking stalk somebody is scary.
So you're telling me that she timed it just right to where she went to his house the one night that he had his door
so
unlocked.
he can sleep better. I'm going to say yes. You're trying to scare the fuck out of the poor
I
guys.
think it was coincidence.
Really?
Yeah, I think just
I
happened.
don't. I think.
So you think she'd been doing it before?
I think she'd fucking been there a couple times before and tried the door and it was locked. Is what I think.
Poor fucker ain't gonna be able to walk outside without a fucking gun now.
Already. Ain't nothing changing, pal. I mean, I'm not going to. It's fucking it wakes the fuck out of me.
It is. It's scary. It's scary.
That's. I would have never thought you'd be. I'd see you having a pissed off girlfriend or 3 or 7,
Yeah,
but
you know, not a stalker.
not somebody wanting to kill you.
Yeah.
I figure, you know, the initial breakup, you know, a couple F-bombs here and there, but that'd be about where it ended.
No, I'm with you, dude. That shit's batshit crazy.
Not good.
Matty, you make me laugh every time I talk to you. Oh,
I know, dude. It's like I said, y'all asking me about, dude, I don't have to do nothing in my
Right.
life. Shit just happens.
Just attracts to you. Well, listen, we're gonna let you go. We've gone an hour 15. I know you're gonna go fish with.
I'm gonna give you dates for Mexico in September when we get our dates.
Yeah.
You'll be a lot of fun down there.
Send me those.
You'll be safe down there. I won't let nobody stalk your ass.
Yeah, we won't. We'll send them a decoy resort that we're staying at, and they can book rooms down there. That'll work.
Can we get some cutouts of me and set them up just in case we do have some stalkers? Let them shoot us.
You needed a cutout at your booth.
Yeah,
People have been there all day taking pictures.
I know. I had one last year. I didn't get one this
You
year.
need to get one this year.
I'll have one next year for
You
sure.
need
And next year it's going to be in Tulsa, right?
Yeah.
That's the first time I've been to a fishing deal. It's pretty interesting. I look forward to being in Tulsa next year. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
good.
good time.
It's fine.
All right, Matty, we're going to let you go. Love having you on here. Be safe out there. Take care of yourself. You're working out again, I saw. Running again.
Oh, yeah.
he's got
yeah.
to. Fuck.
Gotta keep
You're
it
going to
up.
be ribs and dick by the time you're done working out. Like you're losing too much weight.
I know.
I'm worried
I know.
about you. And now your knee's fucked up.
Oh, my knee's good now. It was messed up for a while. I had to take it easy.
Okay. Well, just take care of yourself. It's a long
Yeah.
haul. It's a marathon out there. You know that. So.
Are you staying with
Yeah.
Willie next week? You
Yeah.
tell him I
Yeah.
said hello. I really enjoyed him. He was really a good guy. We had a lot of laughs together.
Yeah. Like you all too.
He was a good guy. You take care of yourself. Good luck this
Yeah.
weekend and the next couple of weeks. And we look forward to seeing you again. And if you ever get in West Texas, you got a place to stay and it's safe.
All right.
We'll make sure. We'll see you down the road,
See you,
bud.
Bye.
Bye,
All
bud.
right.
See
See
ya.
ya.
Hope I hit the wrong button. There we go.
He is a funny guy. God
He is.
almighty. I did. I could not believe that them lady come up and was telling me about her daughter.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was thinking mid-20s or something
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
She's a senior in high school. I'm thinking, you lost your fucking mind.
Yeah. Those stalkers, you got to be careful.
That is really creepy.
I've never had a stalker,
Aren't you glad?
but I would assume that it's scary.
I never had nothing to that degree. Oof, that'd be scary.
Sneaking in the house at night.
Women are crazy when they get infatuated. Guys are the same way, though.
Now that Maddie's off of here, do you really think that was the only time that she tried that?
yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah,
Legitimately?
yeah, she's fucking crazy. She'd have broke down the door and come in if she wanted to go in.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I wouldn't have been able to sleep after that.
I just don't know. Like I was saying, I just don't know that she was 1,000%. The one night that it was unlocked.
No, people are crazy in relationships. You see it all the time. I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say. But you don't want to be that victim where something happens and you hear about it and you're like, wow, well, she had the signs.
That makes a lot of sense, though, what his friend said about
Yes.
The restraining order. Like, that might be what sets her off, and a piece of paper is not going to.
And the bitch is crazy already anyways.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a piece of paper don't stop nothing. But you would think as a man versus, it's not the same as where you physically are worried about her going and beating you up.
No. You're worried about her cutting your nuts off
shooting you.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Listen, I've had my amount, having kids, they fucking sneak into your room and in the middle of the night and they're got their finger under your nose, making sure you're breathing and shit. That's scary enough. Like he's a 50-pound individual that I can throw across the room. Couldn't imagine another grown adult standing over me, just watching me.
Andy, do you remember how scared you were when that crazy lady was running the streets?
Fuck yeah, that was frightening.
She weighs 110 pounds, baby.
She was nose to nose with my wife one night. It was fucking scary. But I mean, I know what he means. Like, when you wake up and somebody's above you, even if it is a little kid,
there's nothing worse.
You're like, what the fuck are you doing in here and how did I not hear you?
There's nothing worse than a stalker at all. Nothing.
Because you never know where they're going to be.
That's right. And people are crazy.
They
100% crazy.
They are that. Getting worse.
All right.
What else? We got...
we've talked about everything. We've talked about Budweiser. We've talked about basketball, women's basketball. We've talked about...
That was with Nickum.
But I'm just thinking of everything we've covered today because we've done this all the same day. I think we've covered about everything.
Who do we got next?
We've got the guy that got mauled by the bear. Grizzly bear will be on tomorrow.
There we go.
And then we're gonna me and Andy are gonna be leaving in a couple of weeks, and we'll be on the road for about a week filming for the new series. So
before we get off of here, I saw recently. Okay, Trump's getting indicted tomorrow. We're filming. We recorded this on Monday. They put a gag order on him.
They think they're going to. I don't think they have yet. They think the judge is going to put a gag order on him and can put a non-travel deal. Because the president, he could disappear and nobody know where he's at.
Because this is what's so scary about the thing. Number one, he's getting indicted.
Mm-hmm.
But number two, now we're going to put a gag order on you to where you can't tell your side of the story.
No. You can't talk about it outside of with your attorney.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all a bullshit deal. Everybody in America knows what's going on. It's their way of taking the guy that can win in a fair election. They know he'll win in a fair election, and they don't want to have to face him. And they're just going to stack shit on him. They're just going to keep this up and keep this up and keep this up. And they're all bought and paid for. The Supreme Court is going to have to get involved with this case pretty quick, is what's going to end up happening.
But that, the indictment thing's scary enough, but now all of a sudden we're going to take away your First Amendment, right?
Yep.
And to where you cannot tell your side of the story.
They also can make it where you can't travel.
Well, he's got to go to New York.
Well, no, other than that, they can say you have to stay here. They can make him travel where he can't go.
Just stay in New York.
Well, yeah, so he can't go campaign.
Oh, until it's all over with?
Yeah, and they'll do that the day after the election probably.
Right.
And then they'll drop charges on him. That's the way the fucking Democrats do shit. Listen, they're fucking evil. They hate our country, and it's all about control.
In today's world, though, there would be an avenue to where he could do everything.
Yeah, but his rallies are what makes him so big.
Yeah, but
people love his rallies.
He needs to slow down anyway. He's getting old.
It's a bullshit deal. He looks good.
I thought he looks bad.
It's a bullshit deal. It's all propagated by the DNC to do this shit. They're desperate. Look at our world right now. We are fighting over transgender shit. We are. It's everything's racist again. Everything's this and that. It's all the time. Fucking China and all these countries are all using the yuan now. They're not using the dollar anymore. Saudi Arabia's fixing to quit pumping oil now. We didn't need their oil. Fucking, if they'd have done it in 2019, who would have given a shit? We had enough oil here. Every freaking thing is against us right now, and it's propagated by our own fucking government. Every bit of them. Everybody knows it. Everybody does. If you go to the poorest neighborhoods, everybody wants Trump in office. You go to the rich neighborhoods, you go to the middle class, you go to a factory, you go to a bait shop. Everybody wants him on, and they know that. And so this is their way of trying to keep the Republican Party situated. And the Republican Party split anyways. You ain't seen Mitch McConnell come out and talk about it, have you?
Mm-mm.
No, because he's all for this because it could cost him money.
Right.
That's what this is all about. But we are in some really trying times. I think that things are going to get really, really, really bad in the next 18 months in our country with a lot of civil matters.
Nah.
I hope you're right. I really, really, really do. But people are fed up. If gas goes to $758 a gallon, you're going to see a lot of people bitching and griping. Everything,
but
everything that should cost the Democrats an election, they're going to try to steal and cheat to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not a big. I don't think DeSantis is the answer. I used to think he was, but I think he's just another deep stater. All the status quo.
Here's the problem. Say Trump wins. What then?
Well, he can fix a lot of shut the border down. He can do a lot of things like he was doing before.
No.
Yes, he can.
Biden has come in and undone everything that Trump did.
And he can go back and fix all that quickly.
I'm not. Okay. 2029 rolls around.
Same thing again.
What then?
If we get fair elections, I think the people that are making things right would win.
But
I think
who-
if we'd had a
but-
win a fair election, we wouldn't be having.
But who do you think is going to pop up? You already don't trust DeSantis because of what Trump has said.
I don't trust DeSantis because he's endorsed by Jeb Bush. Which
Who do
I
you
think's trouble.
think? Who do you
I
think
don't
is
have
coming
I don't
after
have,
Trump?
I don't have a clue.
Like
There's somebody there.
This has an end game, and
There's-
it's 4 years from now.
Maybe it's
and
that
it's
Val,
all over with.
Maybe it's that Val guy that you like.
Oh, I hope he gets.
Maybe
it
it's
this time.
Donald Trump Jr.
No, I think.
I mean,
no.
I don't know. There's somebody else out there. We don't need
think
another
so.
fucking politician running our
I don't
country.
think so.
Look what we're having now. We got
I think this is all over with. Say, and let's go best case scenario. Trump, he's going to get convicted most likely.
Let's say Trump wins election and Carrie Lake is maybe she's another Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the lady in South Dakota. I mean, I don't know. We don't need no more politicians running our fucking world.
That's not the question,
I know, but I don't know who it is.
and I don't think that there is anybody.
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
I don't think that there
Maybe
is.
one of these other billionaire guys decides he wants to become one.
Who
of
the fuck would want to do that? I'm watching Waco.
Nobody wants.
I'm
to.
watching
Is that
Waco
good?
on Netflix. It's very good.
Is
and
it
I'll
all
tell-
about the
No.
siege?
I'll tell you why it's good. Yeah, it's all about the siege. But I'll tell
We
you,
haven't watched it, so don't ruin it for me.
I'll tell you why it's good. It is people from the Branch Davidian and people from the ATF, and they just tell their story. There's not a slant. You're not trying to feel bad for the ATF or feel bad for the Branch Davidians, but it's just what happened
That was a colossal government fuck up on
from
that deal.
from both of their point of views.
Did both of them think that they could have just went and got him in town? It wouldn't have been a big deal.
I haven't got to that part yet, but I've only watched 2 episodes. But so they are the siege. The siege happens. 4 ATF guys die, and a hostage team comes in, and they get the release of 21 kids and like 2 or 3 adults. The hostage rescue team says, you know what we should do? We should videotape the children, and we should send this videotape to the parents that are still inside to let them know
I've seen that in the other show I watched.
your kids are okay.
Yes.
Like, everything's okay. We're trustworthy people. You can come out. So they send it to, there was one lady in there that had a very pivotal role. And she was a very tough woman. Like David Koresh had a couple men, but he also had this lady that were like his trusted advisors. She was one of the only women in the Branch Davidian that got a grenade. If the ATF comes in, we're pulling the pin and we're all going to die by grenade. She was one of the only women that got one. So she had 3 kids, 2 from one marriage. She had one she had, I think it was 18 months, 2 years old. And all 3 of her kids get sent out on one of the first days that the FBI took over.
So I told you not to tell me this. You're going to tell me the show, huh?
Hold on, because there's a point here. So when the FBI did the video of the kids, the 2 kids from the previous marriage have already gotten, their father came and said, hey, they're mine. I'm taking them with me. The 3rd kid was not his, so he had to stay behind. 2 years old. So they send the video in, and the mother watches it, and she's like, I need to, like, he's all by himself. He's sad. I need to come out. Big win for the FBI because she is a major player in the Branch Davidian. So she sees her kid, gives him a big old hug. They've got him. And then the FBI comes in and they say, well, Brian is really hungry. We're going to go feed him. They put her in handcuffs, gave her a orange jumpsuit, and she went off to prison. That was the last she saw of her son. And the FBI said, you're fucking me because now they're seeing the news. So you just killed any chance that I have of getting anybody else out. Like, it's done.
What did they charge her with?
Fucking shooting at the government, shooting at the ATF.
Oh, she shot at him?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, how are you going to decide what adult in there was shooting and what adult wasn't?
What?
But anyway, to tie that back in, it's just the end. Nobody thought about the end game of what it was going to do to arrest her. Just like nobody in the Republican Party or the pro-Trumpers don't think of what's going to happen. Let's say Trump does win. There's a stopping point if there's not another Trump, and I don't think that there is another Trump.
Well, so what are we supposed to do? Just stick with fucking what we're getting for another 4 years?
Give me Vivek. Give me that Vivek guy.
I don't have a problem with that, but 8 years down the road, he's gone.
Nah.
See, it's the
That's
same.
got
It's
enough
the,
time
it's
to
the
sort itself out.
same deal. I'm with Trump. I hope he's the candidate. I hope they get this shit. Here's what wears me out about this whole deal.
He's going to get convicted, right? He's in a liberal. He's in a liberal district.
No, I don't think so. I think the statute of limitations even ran out on the deal. I think I don't know what's going to happen. But here's what I am going to tell you that pisses me off, and this is what makes me mad about the fucking media. Mm-hmm. Not one Epstein client has been arrested. If the FBI and the Department of Justice were doing their fucking job, somebody would be arrested on that deal. You arrested the lady for selling underage kids for sex. Well, who the fuck was buying them?
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue I have on all this shit right now. If we're going to throw the book at Trump, let's throw it at Joe Biden. Let's throw it at Hunter Biden. Let's throw it at Hillary Clinton. We know what she did. Barack Obama, he was fucking doing some illegal shit with his stuff. Let's arrest these people. That's what my problem is. The rules only apply to Republicans or conservatives. I'm not even a fucking Republican because 90% of them fuckers ain't got no use for either.
So here's
the Epstein deal I have a real issue with because we know that she was doing something illegal. Well, who you telling me you can't find one person that she was selling sex to arrest?
My man, Vivek, I still can't pronounce his last name, tweeted out yesterday, if you want to talk about hush money for sexual indiscretions by politicians, consider this.
Bill Clinton and Ball Jones.
In the past 25 years, the Office of Congressional Workplace Rights has paid a staggering $18.2 million of taxpayers' money to settle 291 cases of sexual harassment and other misconducts committed by members of Congress. The public should not be paying for this nonsense. We're fixing corruption. No one will.
I agree.
No one will be spared.
But every one of them should be arrested.
$18.2 million of our money for 291 cases of sexual harassment from Congress.
Arrest them all. I see. That's my point. That's what American people need to get sick and tired of. The double standard. For some reason, if you get elected by
and Trump paid his own money. Is that correct? Or this is campaign
they said
violations?
That it's campaign money, and he was going to write the campaign check money back. I don't know, but. If you got, fucking Maxine Waters wrote her daughter a check for $1 million to do something at her campaign. Right. Arrest her. I'm tired of our politicians ruining our world. And that's what we're happening. From the politicians that send kids off to fucking war, they don't send their kids off, they send other kids off. All the shit that they do, everything, I'm tired of it. But the Epstein logs is what really pisses me off. We've done nothing. But we arrested the lady that was selling the kids. Right. Somebody was buying the kids. Yeah. Those people should be fucking arrested. But since they're powerful people, they're either from Hollywood or they're politicians or they're Fortune 500 CEOs. We don't get none of them. And that's a bullshit deal.
There's somewhere else I was going to go, and I can't remember. But I don't know.
Well, anyways, I don't know what's going to happen 4 years down the road or 6 years down the road. I just hope that we get all this shit. But I think the Democrats love turmoil. And they love it.
Oh, they've got it.
And they're going to try to, just like the basketball game has turned into a racial deal. I have no idea why it's racial because one girl's white and one girl's black. Well, they're fucking two basketball players.
And they both did the same thing to each other.
It's two basketball players. Right. I don't care what color they are. Quit making it a race deal. If I'm against somebody and they're black, it ain't because they're black. And if I'm for somebody and they're white, it ain't because they're white. You know? I watched pickleball tournament yesterday just because John McEnroe was on there. He's an asshole still, and he's white, you know? Does that make me a racist against white people? No. It's just personality.
I've never played pickleball.
I haven't either, but they had it on tournament, and he was on there, and he acted just like he did when he played back tennis.
Looks fun.
I enjoyed watching him playing tennis because he was an asshole. I liked him. Yeah. People like assholes. Or people pay attention to him because they root against them. But people watch them.
Oh, but that's another thing. They put a gag order on all mainstream media outlets. Do not say that it was a transgender woman that shot up.
That's bullshit. That's what it was. It was a transgender. That's the biggest thing right now is I can't believe people are coming out, and the Madonna, she's out raising money for transgender people in Nashville. How tone deaf are you? Right. Those kids, there's 6 people died from a transgender. The transgender is not the fucking victim. You know, they're the fucking one that did this shit. You know, we need more mental hospitals to block these fuckers up. It's not fucking normal to want to change who your gender. That's just not. That's not normal. I don't give a shit who it is. That is not normal.
There's gonna have to be legislation. Somebody's going to have to look at the connection between SSRIs and these mass shootings because I guarantee you this chick was on a lot of antidepressants.
Fuck yeah, they were. And they don't talk about that shit. And she was mentally fucked up.
But it's almost universal. When you do these things, you're on a litany of antidepressants and barbiturates and all sorts of. You got this cocktail that you take every single morning, and I don't think that you should be able to purchase a gun if you've been on these things for. Figure out the number. 18 months. I don't know. 2 years.
I agree with you.
If you're on antidepressants for 2 years and you can't figure out how to get your life together to where you can't wean off of these things, you're not mentally sound enough to have a gun.
I don't think most people that are on all this shit. Hey, I think it's a fucking excuse.
Right. I can understand getting on these things to go through a rough patch of your life. If you're going through a really bad time in your life, people need help, and I'm all for helping people. But if this is just going to be part of your daily routine, I think if you're on them for 2 years, like you're not okay enough to purchase a gun.
No, I agree with you on that. I just think that a lot of times weird doctors are getting paid money from these companies to put people on shit.
It's the same reason that we're giving amphetamines to little children.
Yes.
Especially young boys. It's just because they're fucking rowdy and they're bored and the education system too stupid to realize that young boys should go and play until they fall over. We shouldn't be giving them Ritalin and Adderall, which is it's amphetamine. It's all it is. We shouldn't be giving that to 6 and 7-year-old kids because they're rowdy and rambunctious.
That's right, because they're boys. They're supposed to have BB guns. They're supposed to make forts, build shit outside.
But we all know, like, let's just give him a pill and everything will be fine. He'll fucking sit there and he'll be a zombie for the next 8 hours, and that's what I want because I'm a lazy teacher.
I got to get this.
All right, we got to go. I'm getting riled up here.
Parents are lazy.
Parents are shitty. Now get off my lawn. Go check out Gundog Outdoors, Shin Gear, Lucky Duck, Looking Glass Podcast, Alpha Outdoor Specialties, Stanfield Outfitters, Dirty Duck Coffee, Ducks Unlimited, Double T British Kennels, Pacific Calls, Dive Bar Ministries, Boss Shot Shells, and Mossberg.